might not think much of the humble wetland, but behind the scenes, they play a pretty essential role for our health, our communities, our economy, and the planet.
Wetlands clean water. They prevent flooding. They refuel drinking water beneath our feet. They fight climate change. They offer a home to countless wildlife species we depend on. But more than half of U.S. wetlands are already gone. And a recent rollback of federal protections means we could lose even more. In 2023, the Supreme Court decided a case called Sackett versus EPA. It focused on the Clean Water Act, which protects waters of the United States from pollution. For years, courts and agencies interpreted that phrase broadly. And the law protected most of our waters: rivers, streams, and yes, wetlands. But the Sackett decision changed that. Now wetlands are only protected if they stay connected to relatively permanent bodies of water, like oceans, rivers, and lakes. This could leave out, for example, a seasonal wetland that's only connected to a river part of the year, or one that's separated by a road or even a small dirt patch. Ultimately, it'll be up to federal agencies to decide which wetlands count as protected under the ruling. But no matter how it's interpreted, Sackett is bad news for wetlands. A recent report from the Natural Resources Defense Council found that, even in the best-case scenario, Sackett would strip federal protections from at least 60% of U.S. wetlands. In the worst-case scenario, nearly 95% of our wetlands could be at risk of being paved over or polluted. But folks aren't taking the Sackett ruling lying down. For example, the Clean Water for All Coalition is working with lawmakers to protect wetlands at the state level. And they're calling on Congress to establish a robust definition of the waters protected. To learn more about these efforts and to see NRDC's report and the corresponding map, visit these websites.